Have you ever dreamed of standing in front of a crowd and you're able to speak your heart out and you're able to move people, you're able to influence people, you're able to evoke certain emotions in them that lead to awe and inspiration and action? Many of the great leaders of our times and previous times have been able to do that. And one thing that leaders and one thing that people who influence people, be it on a smaller scale or be it on a scale of nations and the world, from family to the nations, the one skill that people have is speaking and communication, and more specifically public speaking. In the modern days, public speaking can look like YouTube, it can look like Instagram, it can look like taking larger seminars, or in the more traditional sense, it could look like rallies and speeches and parliament speeches. Whatever your gig is, if you have ever wondered if you can go to the stage fearless, effortless, energetic and move people and bring people to your cause, then you have to master the skill of public speaking. In this video, I'm going to talk about my understanding of public speaking. If you think I'm confident here and if I'm speaking well here, then I'm going to talk about what made me this and what things I learned in order to get this. Of course, I was not born like that. Of course, I can't speak to a camera like that. And just so that you know, there is no script behind me. This is all riffing, it's all improv. So in this video, I'm going to talk about these skills that I've learned that have helped me to put myself out there so that I can put my message out there and help people be more emotionally intelligent and live happier and healthier emotional lives. So we're going to talk about public speaking. So the first point I'm going to make about public speaking is this understanding of what public speaking is. So I have a little graphic here and it says emotional skills at the top, even if you can't read it very well. It says emotional skills at the top and it says analytical or technical skills at the bottom. It says on this side is 80% of public speaking is emotional skills and 20% is technical skills. Whenever people try and learn public speaking or just the ability to be on the stage or give good presentations at work, they focus on the technical. They obsess on getting the colors of the slide correct. They obsess on getting their script perhaps even correct. They write down notes. But all of that, it all falls under the bracket of technical skills. All of that, in fact, is a bit of a cover so that so you think that you can't hold attention with your voice and with your energy. So you think that you need to have some fancy things on the slide. And you know, sometimes it is helpful, don't get me wrong. There is a 20% room for technical stuff, but a lot of it is emotional skills. So the natural question then is, what are these emotional skills and how do you develop them? So describing everything emotionally is the whole channel. That's what it's all about. And my podcast is all about that. But in terms of public speaking specifically, the key emotional skill that you have to learn is how to get over fear of rejection. How do you get over or understand or comprehend what fear of rejection is and how do you manage it? We humans are a social animal. We care about what others think of us. We care about people's opinions of us. And that comes down to this very fundamental need to belong, which there are articles like psychology journal articles on how fundamental this need to belonging can be. So we all have that need. But at the same time, we can't be pleasing everyone. It's impossible that we say something and everyone just likes us and cheers for us. Take for example my shirt here. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Most people will probably be indifferent. Some people will like it and some people will be like, that color I don't like. And you know what? That's okay. And the more you put yourself out there and you understand that you are not for everyone, the more your message will resonate with the people who it's supposed to resonate with. And that is a key understanding to have when you're trying to resolve this fear of public speaking, that no, you cannot please everyone. There's a certain letting go in that, and that letting go will make you a better public speaker, will make you put yourself out there. So for example, when I speak to this camera, there are so many mistakes I would make. I would fumble here and there. And sure, some of it could be corrected in post editing and so on, but really I'm not worried about even if some of it goes out. And if you see some of my previous videos, I've not even edited them sometimes or minimally edited them sometimes. So you could edit, and I'm not saying make your video shabby or make your speech shabby, but what I am saying is there's a necessary emotional skill that you need to have to know that you're human and that humanity can go out So you may fumble, you may talk over yourself, you may miss the script, and that is okay. That doesn't mean anything. And in fact, it might even create a moment of connection between you and the audience you have. So emotional skills, more specifically understanding fear of rejection and letting go of that fear of rejection, are critical. Now, if you want to build deeper emotional skills, it's more than fear of rejections. You may want to consider therapy. There's my whole podcasting on that, growth books, leadership books. They all help create those emotional skills so that when you are on the stage, you are solid. So to summarize, you need confidence, you need the ability to put yourself out there, but then you also then need inner work, and that's the emotional work I was talking about. So yes, you have to take action, you have to put yourself out there, and this is the part that people do sometimes, but they forget the inner part, and therefore they don't have that emotional skills to go out there, put themselves out there and thrive and move people and get people onto their cause. So that was emotional skills, and it all boils down to meditation, letting go, therapy, all sorts of things, developing emotional intelligence, which I've discussed in multiple places. I have a whole podcast on it. But the next thing you need to think about, it's emotional skills themselves are not enough. They will take you a majority of the way through, but the final 20% is your technical skills. And if I were to boil down the technical skills into their fundamentals, this is what I would put it as. First thing says posture. Now, it's so easy for us to get drooped down, and I could record this video like that and I could not speak. And if I do that, then just notice, are you able to engage with me if I am like that? Does something come off? And that's the idea of like posture and being open and looking directly, which brings to my second point, which is eye contact. Which is you have to look at people to whom you're talking, be it on a stage, be it through a camera, or be it in social gatherings or anywhere. If you don't look at people, then that sends a signal that you have something to hide. Now, I'm of course not saying just like stare at people and just be like that. Of course not. But you have to look at them occasionally, and you have to indicate that, hey, I'm present here, I'm with you right now. And a video recorded like that versus a video recorded like this is a huge difference. So eye contact is number 2. And the third thing would be tonality. We humans produce sounds. Roger Love, this speaker coach who I have learned a lot from, says that speaking is the same as singing. Whenever we are speaking, we are creating notes, we are creating melody, we are creating magic and art when we speak with our voices. And our voices have the power to move. So developing tonality, developing a range of motions that your voice can traverse into can lead to this beautiful artistic experience to your listener, which will keep them engaged, which will keep them alive, which will keep them joyous while you speak. And that's what influences the emotions. That's what brings them again to your cause. If you've ever listened to a great speech, part of it is of course the words, but part of it is the confidence and the voice and the reverberance that also comes through. And by the way, all of these technical skills are also helped when you do the emotional skills, because what is a great voice? Ultimately, it's a reflection of a confident personality. Now, it is not enough, as I said, and you can fine tune more when you learn how to project your voice, when you learn how to use the range of frequencies of your voice. So whenever I start this YouTube thing, before I record any video, I do vocal warm-ups, which go something like go, 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 go. And I do that for 15 minutes with different vowel sounds, so that when I'm speaking, my voice is open and it's projecting and it's sharp. That also is a very technical, easy hack that you can do in order to move people, in order to get people to your cause. So to wrap with, public speaking, I think boils down to a mixture of learning emotional skills, which most people forget and try to shove to the side, and technical skills, which most people try to do, but then they get frustrated that, hey, I improved my voice, I improved my posture, my body language, and yet I'm not coming across as a powerful or influential person. It's not hitting it, and more importantly, maybe I am not feeling as good. So hopefully this taught you a little bit about how to speak well, how to put yourself out there, and how to have that polished and confident and easeful sense of speaking. And may you move a lot of people with your message. May you reach a lot of people with your message. And may you add a lot of joy to this world.